Welcome everyone, and welcome to another VOD review. Today we'll be discussing SKT versus Royal Never Give Up. We are currently at patch 9.19, which means that obviously you have your Pantheon, and you probably will have Kiana and Syndra banned because they're very strong. But what you actually notice is that RNG basically targets Faker and bans most of his champions, well, two of his champions. And then SKT, respecting the Kale and Morgana, ban them out, including Rise. And this is mostly targeted at Long X and Xiaohu. But in my opinion, these teams are relatively even, except the fact that RNG plays bot side. That doesn't mean Long X can't carry. Lang X, I don't know how to say his name, still has a good carry potential and does play carry champions quite. But RNG normally likes to play through bot side, and SKT is very flexible because uh, mostly because Figure can carry, Crit can carry, and Khan to a certain point, but is not always consistent. Anyway, let's start the match. So I'm guessing it's either Renekton for Faker or Khan. And then the immediate response of RNG is to get Zoe. And Zoe has been buffed and she's pretty good in this patch as well. What? Instead, they actually go for Zaya. This is very interesting because of the fact that you've now opened up the enemy team can just pick Rakan or Banner if they don't pick. And instead, it looks like they're gonna get Gragas, and Gragas can be flexed through effort because effort does play Gragas. Support. I haven't seen Faker play, which means Faker might play like Yasuo, and then they have Gragas and Yasuo. Swain. So instead, they're gonna get Thresh, which is very interesting because I've never seen Teddy play Thresh. Not Teddy, but Effort play Thresh. I know he's very versatile in terms of his champion pool, but and instead they're gonna get Blitzcrank, which is quite interesting because they could have just taken Rakan because Rakan was open, and then immediately realizing SKT is not going to ban out Rakan because there's no point. RNG has removed Gangplank, which Khan does play really well. I don't know why they're removing LeBlanc because Faker is really good at LeBlanc. Zhang not so much. The only person that you should fear in terms of LeBlanc potential will probably be in this world will probably your showmaker as well as to a certain point Jensen, and it will be a Kalista ban. And this is really good because Teddy is undefeated. He's generally undefeated in the LCK when his Kalista is undefeated. Every game he played as Kalista, he won the game. And I think it's like 6-0 in the LCK. Like his Kalista is very scary. Mordekaiser. I understand why they took Mordekaiser because they want a bit of AP. And to respond, Syndra and Kiana haven't been banned, so they could pick them. But instead, he's going to choose Ezreal. I don't think Ezreal is really good in this call, but it is a safe ADC because of the fact that he's very mobile. And well, this is Faker's Twisted Fate. I've only seen him play it in rank, and most of the time he plays AP. The only time he's ever played AD was only once, and that was because the team actually needed one. Now, one thing you need to notice is that AP Twisted Fate, if he gets Lich Bane, he can melt towers. But in terms of late game, it's not that strong. So it's strong mid game, falls off late. But if you went for AD, he will be weak early, but be extremely strong late game. And what RNG would like to do is that to win this game, they would want to invest their resources into Uzi because Uzi is a very, very strong bot lane. And the right now in terms of the patch, ADC is very important. ADC can carry really, really well. And the other thing that I like about it, the other thing that you should know is that Lee Sin has a very strong early game. Same thing with Blitzcrank, which means Blitzcrank would then sort of try and get as much picks as possible with Zoe. And then after that, they can just kill people. If Blitzcrank lands a hook, or if Zoe lands a bubble, then SKT will find themselves in a 4v5 type scenario. So in terms of team fighting, RNG is more favored than SKT. Not only that, but in terms of objective taking, RNG is still favored. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Mordekaiser can then take Klid into the death realm, and that's how they can actually secure different types of objectives on the map. So the only way SKT does really well is their team comp is sort of early game focused in the sense that Renekton is good early, falls off late. He does counter Mordekaiser to a certain point. If he messes up, he's done. Because if he doesn't do proper rage management, it would mean that he cannot remove the shield that Mordekaiser has, right? And he automatically loses. At the same time, Gragas is a really, really good early game champion. So how I would like to see SKT try and win this game is that Twisted Fate should either alt bot or top and try and get those two teams ahead. They do have really good see. Ooh, that was a really good trade-off call. And looks like the first Drake will be Inferno. And this is the basic um path where you go red, Gragas, then the next camp will give you level 3. But it's quite interesting because Klid basically did his blue side jungle, which means he's gonna take way longer to get to level 3. Lee Sin Ooh, almost thought he would miss that cannon. Yeah, this is not how they want them to. This is not how they want the lane to be like, because of the fact that if there's no minion wave, Blitzcrank can easily hook people. And looks like it's just gonna be like slow early game. And top lane has quite a lot of um from 21 to 15, which means that SKT has a bit of an early game lead in terms of gold, but this doesn't mean anything because of the fact that the enemy team comp scales way harder. Now, honestly, to see Faker's just down nine because the way he just played it like against Fnatic was just incredible. Right now, he's sort of falling a bit short and is forced to actually teleport. Oh, that's really bad. They already got a Toro and he's like 7 CS ahead. Oh, that's amazing hook. Faker's already rushing there. Faker level 6. He is level. Oh, effort. Now, what I would like to see is I'd like to see Faker make more, have a lot more map presence now that he's level 6. But if you notice now, in terms of vision, it's RNG favored into a very important Drake, which is Infernal. If SKT can land at least 3 Infernals, in terms of late game scaling, they sort of get there. And now you can actually see that because they have a lot more vision. RNG has a lot more vision. Mm. They need to force something. They need to force something and then take power plays. Ooh, that was late. Oh my god, that was well played. At least they got like a return kill. Oh, oh, this is so bloody, bro. This is genuinely so bloody. And it ends up being even. And this is not how SKT wants it, because they don't have scaling anymore. You know what's weird? What's weird is that he saw that. He genuinely saw that. Faker saw that with his, oh, so why did he continue? And I don't think Teddy did anything in this. I don't think he did any damage. It's just, he didn't even cut. He's just been trying not to die. It looks like it's going to be AP. I would love to see Con, not Con, but Teddy do more in that team. Oh my God. I actually want to see that again. Could he not sidestep? Looks like they're going to try and tower dive. See what I mean? Like that, sidestep. So I'm guessing you're not going to get a replay. One can actually kill him. Ooh, they're forcing them out. Zoe has showed way more times bot lane than Faker, and you'd expect Faker because he's on Twisted Fate to have more map presence than finally. But now all the kills are on Faker. I didn't want that because Faker doesn't really scale well. He can melt towers, yeah, but he doesn't scale as hard as in Zoe. Zoe's more threatening in team fights because she can just pull. Twisted Fate just looks for pick and has mad presence. You can split push with Twisted Fate because you have sort of ooh, that was well played. And they didn't even get a return kill. They should have taken Drake actually because they killed Zaya. Oh my god, effort plays really well. But it looks like they just have a lot more burst damage. But now you have so much turret plates given to Zaya or to Uzi, shall I say. Uzi is just gonna be a team fighting. Like I'm being genuinely honest. Uzi is just gonna be a team fighting night, and they need to find a way to deal with this. Because if they don't, then now they have two Infernos. That's a problem. Oh wow. Effort's roaming quite a lot, hey? Because you expected effort not to roam as much as other supports within worlds. Which is perfect, but I don't think there's any Torah plates. Them taking that was waste because there's no Torah plate. The best they can do now is to sort of oh he got all of them. See what they're doing now. They're trying to fund Uzi as much as possible so that Uzi can carry. He would have died actually. Oh, that was well played from effort. They're just investing so many resources to Uzi. Like he even gets red buff. Like at this point in time, he only has one item. You see, Khan doesn't really know wave management, not wave management, but rage management. Because what he could have done is he could have removed his shield quite easily, but he did. Looks like they're gonna tower dive Faker. I don't think he knows, but like, no, no, trying to open bot. It's it's a it's a shame because SKT is working on a timer. Nice thing about it is that they get mid, and they still got Rift Herald. Ooh, yeah, Clip's playing really good. Next pick is Inferno. It's in 1 minute 40. The reason why I'm saying that they on a time is because Zaya is way better at team fighting than Ezreal. Ezreal does try, but you can't output as much damage as you can as compared to Zaya. The only thing you can do is just poke, poke, poke. And that's how you just want to do. So Ezreal is really good in terms of a poke comp, right? And not only that, so by poke comp, I'm talking about Jay, you have Jace, and then you have Zoe, Jace, Zoe, and then you have Ezreal. That is a really really good poke comp and really easy to execute. And the only thing that you're doing is just poking them down. You don't want to team fight them. You just want to leave them at very very low health. And it's really good when you're or when you're sieging. That's when Ezreal shines. But when you're team fighting, there's way better champion, way better ADCs that team fight better than Ezreal. And they need to take this because they can't allow RNG to have three elders. If RNG has three elders, they're just gonna do way too much damage. Oh my god. What is Teddy doing? He's on the wrong side of the map. He's not even being any time. Come on. He was on the wrong side of the map. Can you make it out? Yellow card, yellow card. Oh God, he's so fast. Oh my God. Oh my God. He survived. But I want you guys to look at this. Look at where Teddy is. He could have arcane shifted into this where his other team members are. But instead, he's not doing any damage whatsoever. But by that time, it's already late because, like, Xayah just did so much damage. Xayah just cleaned them, dude. Oh. So at least they go. But that's not enough, in my opinion. But that's not enough. Like, Uzi is just way better than Teddy. In terms of his positioning and his map awareness, he's just way better than Teddy. And we would have thought that Teddy would have been the better eight in this group. And one thing you need to know is both teams have won a single game. If they win this, and they need two more wins, and they're out of group, and they advance. Just look at that. Oh, what? Oh my God. Just take Baron. Just take Baron. Baron's free. They just need to zone. Finally, Teddy, finally. Oh, oh my God. Oh, oh. I want you to look at what Click did. Look at that. That just decided the team fight. And on my own opinion, that was really, really well played. That was really, really well played from Click. But Teddy still has to up his as well. He's making quite a lot of mistakes. And it's fine that the fact that SKT is sort of trying to feed him kills, but he's still got to step up, dude. Nice thing about it in that team fight is that Zaya was automatically eliminated by Cled. Zaya was automatically eliminated by Cled, which meant that Mordekaiser had to do most of the team fighting, which he did. And then he also he made the mistake by going into the death realm to try and isolate one person. But he was just doing so much outside the death realm that didn't make sense. It's a Cloud. Cloud's not really that important. I want to see them try and get Mountain, which is coming up in the next 5 minutes. Because Mountain basically guarantees it's sort of objective for map control. Elder, not Elder, but Inferno just helps in terms of team fighting. And in my own opinion, they're not playing the map. Yes, the 1-3-1 comp, but they haven't taken any objective, any towers, which is what they're supposed to try and do. If they can break open mid and bot, then they have a lot more vision. But the wave clear is pretty good on their team, on RNG's team, or on RNG, which makes it quite difficult for what they want to try and do. Zaya just wave clears quite well. Oh, effort. No effort misposition. Again, really amazing from Cled. Really, really amazing from Cled. The Faker's just going to get caught out, and they just wasted Baron. He's even laughing. Oh, that was so troll. Come on, Con. Teddy. 2 more damage. And it's not his fault. He can't like and I would have loved to see him on Kai'Sa because I feel like we could have done a lot more in terms of team fighting if we played Kai'Sa. But Uzi's a machine. See, they caught effort got caught and was flashed into the silence. Then Faker tries to go in to try and kill. But unfortunately, it lands on Blitzcrank, which changes the team fight. But Teddy's on the other side of the map again. His mispositioning. And instead of helping, he's still not. I guess he's trying, but that's still no excuse. What I would like them to do, or what I would like them to do, because to be honest with you, right, unless they can kill Zaya somehow, they're not going to win team fight. Especially Zaya with 2 Inferno Drakes, 3 crit items, working on her, her 4th crit item. Imagine when she gets Bloodthirster, and she has the Bloodthirster shield. They're gonna have a big problem. Or she just gets Guardian Angel. Ooh, guess he's caught out. He should be dead. But he's buying a lot of time. Can they get a return kill? Oh, wait. Ah, QSS. That was really well played to try and even it out. You need to get Mountain. And notice one thing here is that Faker has built Lich Bane and has Rabadon, which means that if he gets this Mountain, he can melt turrets. And looks like SKT is losing the game, the gold lead. He can't even wave clear way better than Zaya. So it's not him, it's just the champion he's put on that sort of limits what he can do. So you see what I mean? Faker is just taking turrets quite easily. And every time he switches a card, he just procs Lich Bane. And look at that hook by effort. That was amazing. Just the QSS just messed it up. Now she has Phantom Dancer, which means on top of that, she'll just have a shield, a massive, massive shield, which means she can't get bursted down easily. I don't know what Teddy's trying to do. I don't think taking Baron's a good idea. But they need to get vision. So question mark is how do they win on both sides? RNG keeps on grouping up in team fight. And this is because of the fact that Uzi just plays team fights quite well. And SKT shouldn't be forcing stuff like this. And look, no one's touching Uzi. Look at that. Uzi got a double kill. Triple kill. See what I mean? And then that's game. They're probably gonna take Baron and then and burst open mid. So as I was saying, is that like they don't win, especially against a Xayah with two Infernos. They genuinely don't win team. They need to try and either stop them from taking Baron somehow, but I think they're just gonna let it go. Yeah, I think they're gonna let it go. Because if Teddy died, then they won't have any ability to stop the siege. It's not like he's doing it quite well, but like so notice what Faker tries and do does he tries and get Uzi, but instead he gets the mid laner. Then effort is isolated by the top laner, Mordekaiser, because it takes effort into the death realm, which means like Teddy doesn't have a peel or something to keep him alive. And like this team comp doesn't do well against protecting from a siege. You get what I mean? Like it doesn't do well against that. So RNG can just continue. What is Faker doing? Faker's actually split pushing. Hmm. No. Remember Faker has Lich Bane and Rabadon. He can easily take turret. And his out to this alt. They shouldn't team fight. That's one thing that they shouldn't do. They should not team. But it's not looking good for SKT. The best they can do is take the next mountain, which will help them take torrents better. The best way they can win this is not by grouping. I mean, they have so many teleports. You should just like send either Khan or Faker on a side lane. And try and split push. Or alternatively, what they can do is they can try and use the Thresh hook along with Twisted Fate to sort of pick champions and make it a 4v5. But that's still not good enough because of the fact that if they don't kill Uzi or pick off Uzi, he's like a one-man army, basically. So it doesn't make much of a difference. It's like Clay is in position. But they recognize that from this ward that they're trying to flank. Finally. Looks like they kill Mordekaiser. Just wait as sort of that sort of stalls the game a bit. Baron's not up, but Elder will be up in 3 minutes. Baron will be up in I think 2 minutes or so. The inhibitor will be back up in a minute 50. The best thing they can do now is try and fix the waves and try and split push. If they group up, or the other best thing they can do is try and kill Uzi. But Uzi has like 4 crit items. So it's quite hard to say if they'll be able to. Other thing they can do is try and stall out the game and somehow, some way take out Elder Drake. Zaya has like a 700 gold shut, mind you, 700 gold shutdown. And ironically, Khan hasn't built any magic resist or any armor for that matter. It looks like SKT has created a slow push top lane. So is this going to continue? Whoa. See what I mean? Can you see that? Like that's a he like he removed the tower in like 2 or 3 shots. If Faker can keep on doing that, then They should go to Baron now. They should immediately go to Baron because they invested like two people, and Khan can actually win this. Ooh, yeah. Uzi is godlike. Jesus Christ. Elder's coming up in 30 seconds. Khan's still. And no one's trying to fix or stop the slow push top lane, hey? Top lane still continues to slow push. RNG is still ahead. And if I was SKT, I wouldn't want to fight this. I'll let it go. Yeah, let it go. Because now they're dead. Now they definitely continue. Clip did try and seal it though. I'll give him props for that. And then they can end. Look at where Faker is. Looks like they're gonna try and fix the top wave. The top wave is still slow pushing. I think. Like, what are they fighting? Who got killed? So even if SKT took Baron, it didn't really help because they took nothing with it. They are only 50 gold a hit. I mean, come on. That's just a waste of Baron. Top lane is still slow pushing, and I don't know why doesn't anyone want to deal with that wave because it's just losing so much minions. Don't team fight. They should not team fight at all. Because the more they do, the more they team like the next team fight can go either way. Because almost everyone is full build. Actually, yes, almost everyone is full build besides so Faker's full build. Gragas to a certain point is full build. Wait, what? What's Faker doing? I think Faker's just split pushing. This is quite dangerous because Faker can actually take torrents quite easily. And uses Destiny to actually see where they are. I don't think anyone has teleport in the enemy. Ooh. This is quite bad. No ways. No ways. Please, like, please understand the fact that RNG was winning that. RNG was legit winning that. RNG should have won that. SKT just played the map better. I think just Faker just carried them. Anyway, this is it for me. I'm gonna try and check the other game that is currently up. But see you guys next time. Cheers. Please remember to like and subscribe.